Juneteenth, Freedom Day, a date that carries the weight of centuries, the echo of chains broken late, but broken nonetheless. It begins in Galveston, Texas, June 19, 1865. 2.5 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, Union soldiers finally arrived to enforce it in one of the last holdout states. Major General Gordon Granger stepped onto Texas soil and issued General Order No. 3, announcing that all enslaved people were free. The news hit like a storm. Families cried, sang, danced. Some left the plantations right then with nothing but hope in their pockets. Others stood frozen, uncertain what freedom would even look like. That day became Juneteenth, a blend of June and 19th. A celebration born in the South, rooted in the pain of delay, but blossoming in the spirit of survival. At first, it was a small local gathering, barbecues under oak trees, fervent enough church prayers, readings of the Emancipation Proclamation, and parades. But it spread, generation to generation, riding on the backs of Black families who carried it with them as they fled the Jim Crow South in search of something better. And that's how Juneteenth came to Oakland, California. Oakland, the town, became a destination during the Great Migration. Black families from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi came by train, by car, by foot. Some came for jobs in the shipyards during World War II. Others came just to breathe free air, to walk without fear. They brought their music, their food, their style, and they brought Juneteenth. In the flatlands of West Oakland, where blues met gospel and later gave birth to funk and soul, Juneteenth took root. You'd see it in DeFremery Park, where families grilled ribs, poured sweet tea, played dominoes and spades. Old folks sat in lawn chairs telling stories of the South. Kids ran barefoot through the grass, unaware of how deep the history was beneath their feet. The spirit of Juneteenth aligned naturally with the Black liberation movement that would rise from Oakland streets in the 60s and 70s. The Black Panther Party, founded in 1966, just blocks from where Juneteenth cookouts happened, embodied the same cry for justice, equality, and dignity. Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale weren't celebrating freedom delayed, they were demanding freedom in real time. Their work, their community programs, their fight for survival, those were modern echoes of what Juneteenth has always stood for. And still, for decades, Juneteenth was overlooked by the mainstream. Not in Oakland, though. The people held tight to it. Even when it wasn't recognized as a holiday, Oakland treated Juneteenth like sacred ground. Local artists, poets, activists, people like Marvin X, Angela Davis, and grassroots organizers used the day to educate, uplift, and remind each new generation what freedom really means. By the 1990s and 2000s, Juneteenth festivals grew, with stages showcasing hip-hop, spoken word, dance, jazz. Vendors sold kente cloth, incense, and books by Black authors. Nonprofits and elders gave workshops on African ancestry, reparations, and Black economic power. It wasn't just a celebration. It was a school, a church, a reunion. And when Juneteenth was finally declared a federal holiday in 2021, Oakland didn't wait to be told it mattered. The city had already been honoring it, living it, protecting it. On that day, in parks from east to west Oakland, you could feel the ancestors in the breeze. You could see the legacy in the murals, hear it in the drums, taste it in the food. Juneteenth is more than a historical marker. In Oakland, it's a living tradition. A reminder that freedom isn't just something that was given, it's something that had to be taken and still has to be protected. And in the town, where resistance runs through the roots, Juneteenth will always be a sacred rhythm, pulsing from the past and pushing into the future.